Welcome back to Gamify This, the podcast game show featuring the artist, Samuel, the gamer, Sean, the nerd, Puzzle. Join us as we compete to come up with the best gamified solutions to our daily experiences on Gamify This.
Welcome back to Gamify This. This is episode 18. I am Puzzle, today's host. These are my co-hosts, Sean and Samuel. How are you guys doing before we get to the topic?
I'm doing okay. I'm really sleepy.
The way that you said that doesn't sound very convincing. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there are things I haven't been absolutely okay about in my life recently, but I mean, at the moment, I feel at least tolerable. But right now I'm just too sleepy to care, but I'm happy to be here. Don't tell anybody that I am happy to be here with you. Don't tell anybody that I'm happy about that, okay?
Samuel, I think you have an update for the audience. You've been doing a new thing every week that you weren't doing in the last episode.
So I like to be funny, and I wanted to work on public speaking a little bit more so that I can talk and stuff. And so I started doing stand-up comedy this year.
And you're gonna be...
And I go several times every week. I do that, and I get to meet people, and I'm getting community of people I can't take seriously really fast. A lot of people like me. Puzzle wouldn't want to hang out with these people. And Sean wouldn't want to hang out with these people, but I would be like, wow, these are very normal people now. Finally, I found that's all.
Cognitive dissonance is great.
He found normal people like him.
And you're coming up, you're about to do like a slightly bigger show, right? Like normally you do open mic, but there's an actual show coming up, right?
It's a non-open mic. It's actually advertised me. It's advertised me and 8 other comics for their Fresh Faces show. Just people who are either new in comedy or new to the area. So that this show, 7 minutes for each of us, gonna introduce Tulsa to its new up-and-coming comics. And I'm kind of in the middle there as somebody who feels like he doesn't know what he's doing, along with these people that I think have right off the bat just been amazing.
No matter where you go or what you're doing, you're going to feel imposter syndrome. Like, that's just a natural thing. Sean is stuck looking at the ceiling in potato quality.
Uh-huh. Well, it's natural that my videos would be potato quality.
Sean, look at your camera compared to ours.
Oh my goodness, that's so bad.
If I remember to put it in the video, here's a screenshot of it right here. Like, this is what we're dealing with. And this is in like 3 frames a second.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Co-host, you derailed again.
What, can I just compliment to everybody though? Because right now we're like creepily calm about everything.
This is a sign of mental illness.
That makes sense. I want to be mentally ill.
No!
No.
Dog!
That was one of your better screams. Puzzle wet his pants. My evening is finally good.
Oh, you got scared by the blooming dog?
The brooming dog?
The
The dog does not know how to broom.
dog can swipe better than you can, you custodian freak shake maker. You got the moral fiber of an American street burger.
I don't know how to take these insults.
Could you please empty the contents of the pockets in your pantaloons?
For what purpose?
Hey, guess what?
What?
So, for several months, I was going out to do my art thing, and I thought, it's good. I'm out there all the time. I'm not making any money or drawing anything, but at least I'm stubborn. At least I'm stubborn, and I'm not giving my art away for free. I'm telling people how expensive it is, and they don't like it, they're not my clients.
They can just go.
I literally went from 2019, where I'd have lines of people and nonstop, business going on, to post-depression pandemic, post-2020, almost said 9/11. Post-2020, we have nobody wanting to spend money on luxury stuff. So everybody's asking me if my art is free. And I'm like, no, of course not. It's worth way more. And I was talking to my coworker, Samir, and he's telling me about how he knows stuff about sales and about artists, because so many of the people he's dated in the past have been artists, and he just kind of watched their careers. And he's a bit of an artist himself.
A narcissist? Oh, an artist himself. Sorry.
No, an
An
arsonist.
arsonist.
Oh, an arsonist. Yeah. That was good.
Anyway, he was talking about doing it for free.
Yes, he was talking about doing it for free, and I've been making, not only getting to draw people every second that I'm out there, but also making a whole lot of money in
Really?
tips, and for the ones that want to take their art home and keep it for the rest of their
It's
lives.
more likely they'll change their
Whoa.
mind if they sit down than walking up and walking by. If we can get them in the chair and be like, hey,
Interesting.
he's going to draw you for free. If you want to take it home, you'll have to pay, but he'll draw you for free. And 20% of the time they'll change their mind and pay money. And that's a customer that we would not have gotten if it wasn't free to hook them in.
Yeah,
and so
that's
this way
true.
I've also gotten to meet a lot of people. I've gotten to have conversations with a lot of random strangers. I've just gotten them to start without me worrying too much about how to get there, and that's helped me in other areas of my life as well, as far as it goes with confidence and stuff.
Recently, in relation to this episode, because we record way out of whack, I went to a, what is it called? A dance. I went to a dance. It was swing dancing, and I got to dance with random ladies, and it was
Ladies.
women, girls, female specimens.
Female specimens!
Not specimen,
That
not
is what
specimen.
we're looking for here. Female samples.
The captain's like, where are they?
Yes. Anyway, that was fun because I actually got to get out there and meet new people and feel like I wasn't, socially helpless and an incel. So not that I'm
Yeah.
looking for, dinga de boink or anything, but you know what I mean.
Deep down inside, we're all looking for a bing at a blink. We're all looking for a little optimism and effervescence in our own spirituality.
Yeah, Samuel, we're all looking for the dingy de boink.
What are we doing, Puzzle?
Talking about your lives. Sean said that he went out and lost his celibacy.
No,
You're no longer an incel.
I don't feel like an incel.
Okay, okay. So does that mean that you
No.
you did the pants thing, the forbidden pants thing?
What it means is that I don't feel hopeless when it comes to women. Like I could get
You're
in a
putting
relationship.
yourself out there.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with dingy de boy.
Hey, Captain smells like pee.
Captain smells like pee and he gets his guitar. What the frick is going on?
Is that a giant Nerf gun?
Yeah, it's like a rifle size Nerf gun.
If you guys don't mind, I'd like to switch to the topic.
Let's switch to the topic.
We're gonna set the mood. There's gonna be some horror synth pads playing in the background, some droning
Ooh.
sounds. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Puzzle adjusted his glasses, squinting at the dilapidated mansion that loomed ahead, its windows dark like hollow eyes. Sean tightened his grip on the flashlight, feeling a chill that wasn't just from the cold night air. Samuel, sketchbook in hand, took a deep breath, ready to capture the shadows they hoped were only tricks of the mind. That's right, this week we are gamifying ghost hunting. And today I'm going to follow along a little article by the hauntghosttours.com. What is ghost hunting? 10 things to know before you go. And this episode is going to be 10 short rounds. I'm going to read one of these preparation things one at a time. And you guys are going to have a few seconds to a minute to come up with a quick little game to help each of those steps. Ghost hunting, also called paranormal investigation, is the process of investigating locations that are reportedly haunted by ghosts. Most ghost hunters try to collect evidence of paranormal activity by taking photos or using equipment that may be able to detect the presence of spirits. If you are not properly prepared, ghost hunting can be a dangerous activity.
Who is this from? Is this from like a...
thehauntghosttours.com. So,
Okay.
step 1 is never go alone.
But if we split up, we can cover more ground.
No! That's why I want more than one person, so that you can split up ground. I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds to come up with a quick little gamified approach for never going alone. All right, and that's time. Which one of you feels like you're ready to start talking about your idea? It doesn't have to be fully fleshed out.
This is my fully fleshed out idea.
All right, Sam, we'll go ahead.
When you gotta go, you gotta be prepared with something that you've packed for yourself. And what you want to pack are the things that are sure to make your company stay with you. Now, what are reasons people split off? It doesn't usually actually have to do with the quest itself so much as, well, we have ADHD, we want to find something else different to do, we've been out ghost hunting for a while, and we find distractions. So we have to find ways to distract each other. And that will involve finding out enough about your friends, who, if it's me, Puzzle, and Sean, we know quite a bit about each other, but what we have in common that will keep us together. And one of those things is rope.
Wait.
If you guys talk about going away, I could say, well, we could tie knots around each other and not leave. And then the second approach is music that we like to listen to and have it packed along, but with only one person holding the music. We could designate a specific gamifier, like Puzzle, to have the music. Then anywhere he goes, that's where the music is. We're not leaving him. And snacks. I'm obviously going to be the holder of the snacks, the buyer and the holder of the snacks.
That's your job most of the time, yeah.
Keeping the snacks together is tricky because I tend to go through them too fast. And another thing that'll keep us together is our relationship with God. Amen.
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 That sounds good. Sean, I'd like to hear yours.
All right. So, all that I came up with is that there are 2 things you can do to get points. You get 1 point per person you have in your designated party. If you're in a big group of 6 people, you can split off in pairs or in threes. The bigger the little squad you have, the more points you have. You also have points for how varied your equipment is, but also how many duplicates there are. So, for instance, things that everybody needs, like everybody needs a map or a compass, for instance, or everybody needs the Ghostbuster gun. You know, there are things you want copies of in everybody's loadout, but there are things that not everybody needs. Not everybody needs the glow sticks. Not everybody needs the oatmeal. Not everybody needs the Lethal Company ship. You also get points for communication and how good your communication is. So you get more points for having talked about code words you're gonna use to keep communication brief so that you can be more silent, so that you can be listening for the ghost more often. You get points for having walkie-talkies. You get points for having flashlight signals or whatever. So preparing your communication is also important. While you are actually doing the ghost hunting, you get points for various forms of teamwork. That could be following up on communication, pointing things out to each other, encouraging somebody who's having a panic attack because he's having a paranormal experience and he didn't want to come here in the first place. It could also be somebody...
All right, thank you, Sean. That was a great plan.
I have one more thing. Literally one more thing.
Okay, last thing.
Yeah. Taking... You know, it was a dumb thing.
But it's important to put it in there. Hey, I have a question. On the topic of communication, I noticed that y'all's microphone's right in front of you, and mine is a mile away from me.
You're a little echoey, and I think I'm going over your microphone as well. but I also want you to make sure you're comfortable.
So what I learned from this level is don't get caught alone, no, no. When it comes to your door, unless you just want some more. Thank you.
And what I got was, we got each other, and that's enough for paranormal activity.
That was round 1 out of 10. As you were saying, Sean, we need to keep communication brief. So keep that in mind in the following rounds. These are going to be like 10 lightning rounds. We don't want to bore the audience. We don't want to make the episode take too long.
Yes.
Did you say the next one's going to be a lightning round?
All 10 of them are lightning rounds.
Round 2, lightning round.
Okay, so now that round 1 is over, I'm going to read their little blurb on round 1. Always take a friend or two with you when you go ghost hunting. They can help if something goes wrong, as well as be the extra pair of eyes and ears you need to validate potential manifestations. Ghost hunters joke that it's not the ghost they're scared of, but the real people. Be cautious of entering abandoned spaces, which might be serving as encampments for people or have security alarms in place.
That was the danger they were talking about. You might get caught. You might go to jail for causing mischief. And Puzzle was going to rate that round on how well we reflected the outcome of what the article said we were supposed to be.
That's not true. I give bonus points if you seem to align with, because they're the experts. The people at thehauntghosttours.com, which I've never heard of before tonight, they're the experts.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to rate you guys independently, arbitrarily, like based on how much I like your approach. And then I'm going to read these little blurbs. Like, I haven't read this before. I'm going to read these little blurbs. And if they line up with your game, I'm going to give extra points. Round 2, choose accessible locations. 30 seconds starting now. Okay, that's time. Remember, these rounds are going to be rather short. Whoever thinks they have an idea worth presenting. Okay, Sean, go ahead.
Okay, so this one's pretty quick. You get it's a
Slower and slower as it goes.
oh no.
This one's pretty quick.
I feel my life falling apart before my eyes.
You have dang it.
He's been possessed.
A paranormal activity. We must ghost hunt.
Okay, so you get 1 point if it's local, like if it's in your city within, like, I don't know, 30 miles of where you live, because it's fun to find things that are around you that are foreign to you, like things that you've never explored but that are close to you. You get a bonus for researching the place's history and intended purpose and what that location is outside of its paranormal history. You get bonuses for if it's public and if it's safe but not crowded, because you don't really want to be around other people. And you get a point for verifiable paranormal activity. So, like, the more cross-referencing you can going, the more internet stories that talk about this place, the more points you get.
Sweet. I love it. Sean, Samuel, go ahead.
So, accessibility. This is where you actually do the most investigating of all. This is before you go, you want to find out a few things about this. Is this a real site? Is this current? Does this place exist, or did I just want to find out about ghost hunting sites and I accidentally read an article from 10 years ago on a place that's abandoned in other ways now? Other things to find out. Is it a hot spot? Are there going to be a lot of other ghost hunters there? You've got to do a few activities to get to the bottom of this. One activity I recommend is a Facebook event. Actually publicly announced to the whole world that you're going to a ghost site to go spot ghosts and see if you get a lot of interaction and response. If you don't, then you are going to be going alone. And I'm very good at this.
Hang on a second. Wait,
What did you say?
I don't like to interject, but this is going against round 1.
Oh, no. By alone, I mean with your group alone. For instance, when Puzzle and I want to host a party, we invite a lot of people, and it's him and me that end up going to the party. All right.
Goodness.
Second approach, cost. You want to think about cost. Is there actually an entry fee? Is this private property? Well, sometimes it is. But is this actually is there property around it that's going to be generally owned by somebody? You want to make sure, and the cost will always fall on tolls as well. That takes a toll on things. If you're going to have to go through there, well, you have to pay a toll. And mileage. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what I was thinking of.
I love it.
Facebook event. Invite lots of people so they don't come.
So their little blurb is, find out exactly where the paranormal activity has been reported and check if it's accessible to the public. Trespassing should be avoided, and it's best to get written consent from the owner to avoid any legal trouble. You should know exactly where you're going and how you're going to get there and back. Always ask permission if you want to investigate a private property. I think both of you brought up some points that they didn't even bring up, which means you guys are doing a really good job.
You need ghost persimmon. That's what I'm getting from this.
Ghost permission?
Yeah.
Does the ghost consent to being hunted?
That's a good one. Ghost rights.
Yeah. All right. So, step 3. Check out the location during the day before your ghost hunt. Timer starting now. All right, that's time. What you guys think?
Alrighty. So, in the daylight, you have clarity. All right, I really like Maroon 5. Maroon 5. Adam Levine. All right, so check out. This is the wise part. You go out to the property of where you're going to want to do the ghost hunting. So you know the terrain and you know possibly where haunt spots will be. You're going to be looking around with a notebook, sketchbook, something like that, and be like, oh, there's a lake, dark lake. I've seen YouTube videos about this. A scary woman could come out of it or something and make us run frantically out of our skin.
Oh, crap, women.
There's a tree with a hollow hole in it. There's likely to be some trickery around here. Lakes, hollow trees, scarecrows, real crows. Those are all things that ghosts can inhibit. Make a map and a followable plan that you will jot out. I'm sort of a script out person, but this is what I do. What I'm trying to do more with my comedy is go to the bars or whatever where the show will be and kind of know my audience. I take a walk through the bar before I get up on the stage so that I'm like, I know this place. I'm in control of this place. And I have my hands over my head and I'm saying this and people are giving me weird looks and I'm like, where did all these people come from?
Oh, no.
Are there ghosts in this room? I have a fun story to tell you guys later if we have time about Ghost.
Maybe in the halftime break. Okay, Sean, let's hear it.
All right. So the most important things you want to do during the daytime are you want to simulate as closely as possible what it's going to be like to be there, but without the actual stress of the darkness. So you're going to want to bring whatever you're going to bring to the actual ghost hunt. If you're going to have a truck right outside, you want to bring the truck with as much stuff as you think you're going to have. And while you're exploring in the daytime, keep mental notes on the equipment you're going to need or not need. Like, oh, I brought this battery pack. I won't need that. I don't need batteries here because there's artificial lighting or whatever. Make it a pleasant experience. Bring a lunch because you're not supposed to be stressed right now. This is not the intense part of it.
That's coming tonight.
Yeah, exactly. To take this time to figure out if you really want to do this, because it's not for everybody. Not everybody believes that it's real, and not everybody believes it's a good thing to do. So just make sure you're okay with what you're doing. Check in with yourself as well. If you know what kind of ghost you're looking for or what the history around it is, if you know this ghost walked in hallways a lot, look for tracks. If you know this ghost was executed in an electric chair, look for the electric chair. If you can see signs of like the ghost still in the electric chair or something. If you followed the steps for how to find a good location, you might know about the ghost a little bit. And so you can follow up, see if you can actually see what might be haunted so you know the hot spots to check on at night. And that's it.
You know, Puzzle, I was thinking of going from calling them hot spots to calling them haunt spots. And I
Haunt
think that's
spots,
actually how
that's
I wrote
good.
it.
I was thinking of that.
I did actually write that in my plan for game 3 was no possible haunt spots.
I thought you said haunt spot out loud at one point in your round. I gave you an extra point for that. So
Want to make sure I didn't miss that.
okay, so their blurb under 3 is check out the location you want to investigate during the day to get a feel for the area. Make sure you know exactly where the haunted hotspots are. In addition,
Seriously?
look for he gets extra points for that.
Wow.
In addition, look for any places that could pose a problem during your ghost hunt. You may consider drawing out a map with the hazards as well as nearby walkways and roads. Sean, I think you did make a good point about looking for, during the day and during the night, you're going to get different evidence. Looking for the daytime evidence before you do your hunt and seeing if it'll help you prepare more for that night. I think that was a good point you included.
Thanks.
Okay, so now that round 3 is over, Samuel's going to give his haunted story from as of late.
So I was at main event with my friend Amanda, and she went her way and I went my way, and we don't usually talk about spiritual things, but I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and I'm standing in front of the urinal. Someone else comes into the bathroom and stands next to me at their urinal, and then I get done, I flush like a responsible. Anyway, I go back to the sink and I'm washing my hands, and then I'm shocked as I see in the mirror that there's no one at the urinal. I'm like, wait, maybe it's the angle I'm standing at. If I turn around and I look that way, the urinal, there will be someone there. And I turn and there's no one there, and I'm like, but I still feel like he's here. And so I'm like, I wasn't like so terrified as confused, but I left that and I just asked her, I'm like, do you believe in ghosts? And she said, no. I mean, it's inconvenient too.
Yeah.
I don't need to put that kind of burden on myself.
Do you know what? I think I know what ghost that was. That was the ghost of no pee flushy flush.
No, I did flush.
He peed and didn't flush or wash his hands and walked out the door.
And the moral of the story is, you flush after your pee or it will haunt someone else.
Well, that's a great story, Samuel. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to award bonus points for a story because that's just a
No, I'm just
circumstantial.
trying to... You don't give me points for the cover art either. You really just don't pay me enough.
So, we've been in the actual episode for 25 minutes now. We're not quite halfway through. Let's keep rolling. Step 4, prepare carefully. It's vague. As I said earlier, this step is just more vague than the others. I don't know why. But step 4, prepare carefully. All right, and that's time. Sean, you seem ready?
I think so. So, if you've been following the steps pre-assigned to this point, you've already been preparing, you just didn't know it. You've been looking at the site, you've been packing your lunches, you've been doing all this stuff. Now, an hour before you go, it's time to double check all your equipment, make sure it's all loaded into the same backpack, take care of basic necessities, because you could find a ghost, but like you don't want to starve. So like pack an apple or something. Water is nice too. Text your friends, make sure they are still coming, and make sure that you have, transportation, you have like a psychologist on board if you're gonna be scared out of your wits or something. Make sure you have comfort foods for after you've been traumatized in the insane asylum by a ghost. Make sure everything is ready. Vaguely, because the prompt was vague.
Okay, cool.
And you get points for those things because it's a game.
That was kind of weak. All right, Samuel, let's hear it.
It's a balance. Dress slightly, but dress warmly. Don't overthink it. Just think like you're camping, but for different reasons. When you're camping, you don't want to bring too much because you want to be able to move quickly. You don't want to have too much heavy stuff to carry because there will be hiking involved. But in this case, you have to be able to escape quickly in the case that anything is chasing you. But you also want to dress warmly because ghosts are known to make the environment a little colder. They play with the air conditioning outside a little bit. Plus, it's fall. It's going to be cold. Second thing, bring a flashlight. Bring an extra flashlight. It's going to be dark outside, so I'd be a little surprised if you're not bringing a flashlight. But ghosts are known to like to play with the lights, and it is possible they will put one of them out entirely, so have a backup flashlight ready as well. 2, Don't have a backpack with a zipper on it. Do not wear shoes or any other clothing that has zippers on it. Zippers are loud and they can draw attention when you do not want attention. You're trying to pull something out and use it to take a note or something. No zippers. Velcro is way better.
Wait.
Revival. Terrible experiences will happen. You'll have chills. You'll get scared. One of you may utterly panic, and you may lose your energy and your ability to keep enduring, enjoying the next moment of it, getting from phase 1 to phase 2, or even getting home. Use body armor. Body armor has electrolytes. It has natural flavors and sweeteners, coconut water, antioxidants. It has vitamins A, C, and E, and B vitamins. I use it all the time to help me with my flare-ups. It helps me get through the workday. After I've already taken my medication or whatever, I turn to body armor. It is really the armor for your body.
Brilliant. Pure cinema. That was great. Man, I didn't know this episode was sponsored by Body Armor. Goodness.
This episode is sponsoring body armor.
So their little blurb under Prepare Carefully is: do your research about the reported hauntings and the entities involved. Some investigators believe that certain entities have the ability to drain fully charged devices, so make sure your equipment is fully charged and bring backups in your bag. Also, make sure your camera settings are correct to avoid tinkering with them during your ghost hunt. Dress appropriately. Wear your comfiest walking shoes and a warm jacket. Tie your hair back and consider wearing a headlamp to light your way. I'm going to give Samuel a bonus point because I feel like he hit on more similar things than Sean did in that blurb.
I've been surprised because so many of these do sound like summaries of the games we just played.
Yeah.
I know. All right. Round 5. Say a prayer for protection and guidance. That is time. Who's ready to go first this round?
I can. All right. So, you have come here to ask someone for guidance. Please, sit down. Light a nice candle. You want to have a relaxing room, and you want to be able to just zone out and talk to whoever you think he is. I happen to think that he's the God of the Christian Bible, so I personally don't think anything else will work. Do whatever you want, man. Just get a freaking
Condescending.
get a freaking candle. Sit down and ask yourself, am I okay? And if you're not okay, you shouldn't be. Because you're about to go ghost hunting. And if you're not okay, be like, oh. And you're healed.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, Samuel. Let's hear it.
Our Father, the spirit is willing, the body can't speak. Give us this day a day ahead, for the sun is hiding and feels far away. Spirit of God, deliver us and help us. Help this lost spirit on her journey of acceptance. Sorry, help us help this spirit. No, I messed it up. Amen.
Sorry.
Amen. Okay, Samuel, I was being cryptic on purpose because I was going to give bonus points if you have a prepared prayer, which you did, so you got bonus points. Sean, you were just like, well, just ask yourself, do you feel all right? If you don't feel all right, good, get out of there. If you feel all right, you're healed.
Well, I think there was an aspect to Sean's that wasn't in mine that is important. Is the purpose probably of the prayer before we really read where they're going with it is connecting before going. I'm committing to this, or I'm checking and seeing whether this is what I'm going to do. And so, yes, it was more about like what it's about, and I was just about the prayer itself.
I liked your prop though, Sean. You got a bonus point for props.
Oh, thanks.
This is their little blurb under Say a Prayer for Protection and Guidance. If you encounter a real ghost, you may need a little extra help to make it through. Saying a prayer for protection and guidance never hurts. Depending on your religious beliefs, you can also meditate or simply send out some positive thoughts to the universe before you go. Interesting. These are the words that we usually use. This is thehauntghosttours.com. These are the words we usually use before heading out on our ghost hunting tours. To the earth and those who lie beneath, to the paths we are about to walk, and to those who tread them before us, to the homes we will enter and to whom they once housed, to the city and its echoes. Know we come in blessing and we wish you only peace.
Puzzle, that was a real prayer from the ghost hunters, and you said it out loud, and a face came up in my window.
Hang on, I didn't see what you were talking about, so it actually scared me.
He wasn't talking about anything. We are halfway through these 10 steps for ghost hunting. I hope you guys, the audience, are following through and taking notes, preparing for your ghost hunting journey that you will be going on very soon. Watch your mail very closely. There will be a letter. Now it's time for the pop quiz. So, Sean and Samuel, this is a chance for you to earn an extra 10 points. Which London site has reportedly the most ghosts?
Pulling my headphones off.
He can't hear. He can't hear.
Why do you keep pulling my headphones?
His camera went out. What the frick?
Captain just pulled Samuel's whole setup off his desk.
Except my camera, it's still up there. Puzzle's recommendation.
Now it's time for the pop quiz. Today, your quiz is about London, the great city in the UK. Which London site has, reportedly, the most ghosts? Is it A, the Tower of London, B, Buckingham Palace, or C, Big Booty Ben? Do you guys have your answers ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so to start out, I'm going to count down from 3. You guys are going to give your letter answers only. 3, 2, 1, enter. Samuel said B. Sean said C. I'd like you to give your reasoning before I give you the answer.
You would think maybe the London Tower, because a lot of suicide, people taking their lives from jumping from the tower. And then you might also think Big Ben. That would be the second thought, because a lot of deaths there too. In movies, of course, it's used for murder a lot of times, but in real life, a lot of murders have been done by Big Ben. Stuff happens. But actually, Buckingham Palace is where all the kings have lived and died, all the queens have lived and died. Basically, what they say about Buckingham Palace is royalty never leaves here. And so they pass on the thoughts and beliefs of the former kings and queens to the next ones, so that the spirit of the law and the spirit of London and the spirit of monarchy remains within Buckingham Palace. And that is why it's said to have the most ghosts.
Oh, that's
Dang, that's like very logical, very researched. I can't dispute any of your claims because I'm not very well knowledge.
I can't either, because I didn't research any of that.
Did you just know some of that?
There was a voice in my mind.
Hey, no, don't take away. I liked it. I'm not going to discredit. I'm not going to fact check. That sounded good to me. Sean, what's your reasoning behind picking Big Ben?
So, Big Ben is the biggest, like, public representation of time in London, the most famous one. And my reason for picking Big Ben is because ghosts are sticking around often because they don't want to leave, they're not ready, they want more time. And the best way to have more time is to hang out around the big clock, because there's a lot of time there. It's a sensitive topic for them, though. Don't talk about it around them. They'll get upset.
I spent the least time on Big Ben. I was like, there's so much that I think it's obvious, but Sean went like right into like what my mind couldn't get around is like the time, why time and death and life. And
I think if you're a resentful spirit, the first thing you'd be resentful about is the fact that time was taken from you and you are no longer alive.
Especially if you were murdered.
So, I have bad news. The answer was A, the Tower of London. Apparently, the Tower of London has sightings of the ghost of Annie Boleyn very frequently, and sometimes a ghost bear. According to playbuzz.com, I don't know how reputable this is. This is just a quiz I found online. But supposedly the Tower of London is it has the most ghost sightings in London as of 2024 when this is recorded. I am giving Samuel not the full 10 points. I'm going to give him a plus 4 points because I really liked his breakdown of all 3 locations and his reasoning behind his choice. You're getting 4 points. Guys, we have 5 rounds left. We have not much time left. So, let's kind of run through these. I'm going to be more strict with your preparation time. I actually have been giving you a minute for preparation. I'm going to strictly give you 30 seconds for preparation. And I'm going to limit your presentation to 2.5 minutes each. Okay?
Okay.
So, number 6, don't just charge in. Preparation starts now. That has been 30 seconds. If anyone's ready to start preparing your idea,
I'm ready.
2.5 minutes starting now.
So you've already planned, you've already prepared, you've got everything you need. You're like, we can do this. You get to the site, and before you can enter, you have to stop. Your entire group has to stop. And the thing is, you're gonna be there maybe an hour outside the site. You might be at the site longer than you were planning to be inside it. So you are actually gonna stay outside of it until the thrill is completely gone from you. You're gonna wonder why you even got here. It's all part of the plan. So it's getting close to time. Once you see something, some kind of activity or something, again, don't just go for it, but look, see if there is some activity there and take note outside of the site. And then enter and listen. You enter slowly and you listen for signs of what might sound like what you saw. You may have some awareness of the kind of hauntings that are in this area, but you really have to be taking it all in. And it's a discipline to get there and completely do nothing for such a long time and go in, because you're fully aware and you are in control of the haunt. You are the one haunting.
That was good. That's around the time period I would like. So that was actually 1.5 minutes. So I'm going to officially make it that you get 1.5 minutes to present as of now. So
does that
Sean,
shorten Sean's time?
No, actually, I have trouble representing in my mind how long time is. That's about how long you guys have each been taking, about 1.5 minutes. Okay, Sean, your 1.5 minutes starts now.
All right. So, contrary to what Samuel said, you want to keep the thrill alive, but also, like Samuel said, you don't want to let it control you. You want to let it fuel you slowly. You're gonna get there, and you're gonna want to spend about 5 minutes looking around the site. You're gonna want to spend a lot of time making sure you've adjusted your shoe tightness. You're gonna want to make sure you've done all the zippers. You want to make sure you do all of the noisy stuff first. And once you get in there, you want to walk softly. You want to be constantly checking in visually on your friends to make sure you haven't lost anybody. You're going to want to walk slowly too. And you're going to want to give yourself time to look every 30 seconds, or if you come to a new angle where you see down several hallways, do this thing: stop, look, listen, and smell for anything that's happening around you.
Okay, sweet. You had 10 seconds left. That was really good timing.
Nice.
Okay, so you know what I observed? Sean's like, feel the thrill. I'm like, be in control. I took the masculine approach, and he took what psychologists call the psychotic approach.
Wait, not the feminine. Wait, it's masculine and psychotic. Those are the two options.
That's all Sean gave me.
What?
Okay, so their blurb under 6, don't just charge in. You wouldn't enter a stranger's house and start a party, would you? Well, I mean, depends on who you're asking.
Yeah.
The same rules of common courtesy apply in ghost hunting. Don't just start running around taking pictures left and right. The spirits you are investigating were once people too. So start your investigation calmly and carefully with a measured and deliberate pacing.
Oh, they had a little bit more of an emphasis on respect than I expected.
Yeah, I don't think either of you hit that respect point, so I'm not going to give either of you a bonus. That seemed to be their like focus, and you didn't mention it.
Don't charge in can mean so many different things for different people. So they picked that, but it wasn't like easy to see where they were going.
That's why it's only a bonus point. If you if you have the coincidence of matching their general point, you get a bonus point. But that's it. It's just a funsy bonus point. Okay. Number 7, talk to the spirits. Sean doesn't like this one.
No.
30 seconds of preparation time starting now. Okay, that was time. Who's ready to start presenting their approach?
I'm ready.
All right, Samuel, your minute and a half is starting now.
So you want to be respectful, of course. You are talking to a stranger. You are in their territory. They don't get a lot of visitors. So I like to take an approach that's a little bit like when you're talking to somebody who's sensitive. They actually have trained professionals for suicide prevention and hostage situations too, like how to talk to the troubled or trouble-causing person in the situation. And it's usually with a lot of calm and control. Now, it's not that we're worried that, we're gonna necessarily hurt this ghost's feelings, because ghosts are more sensitive than people. We gotta be careful for ourselves. We don't know what the ghost might do sporadically if we upset them. And there is respect. So I wanna say things like, hello, introduce yourself, but don't come on too strong either. Just be like, can you hear me? Like when you tap a microphone, can you hear me? And don't be annoying, don't be rude, don't say it too many times. I'm just going to talk to you. Is that all right? Do you know why we're here? Do you know who we are? Those kind of things. Those are sort of leading questions to help get what we want out of it. But something that I've been learning about both dating and sales is you want to ask questions that show that you're interested in the other one, not just trying to point stuff about yourself and talk about yourself.
Perfect. Great. I liked that approach. All right, Sean, you ready for your minute and a half?
Yeah.
All right, your minute and a half starts now.
The most important thing when you're talking to a ghost is gauging where they're at. You want to make sure that they're receptive to you. And like Samuel was saying, you want to be very respectful. You want to, even before you actually talk to the ghost, make sure they're okay with talking to you. And if they don't want you there, that's up to you whether you leave or not. But just your blood is on your own hands at that point. You want to be as encouraging as you can to the ghost, because whatever happened, they've gone through something. I mean, they've obviously died. And the last thing is, talk to them about their lives, about what they did, about what their experiences were, and ask them first if they can show themselves to you and if they have like any lessons for you.
Sweet. You had 30 seconds to spare.
Nice.
Their blurb under 7, talk to the spirits, is introduce yourself to the spirits. Let them know you mean no harm and ask their permission to take pictures. Invite the spirits to be in your photos. If they respond, thank them. Explain the tools that you're using. A ghost that died 100 years ago won't recognize a tool like a spirit box or an EMF reader, so a simple explanation could help the spirit feel more comfortable interacting with it. When you leave, thank them for having you and ask them not to follow you home.
Oh,
So,
that's a creepy last bit.
man, I don't know. Samuel really focused on the respect there, but neither of you really touched on explaining your devices, asking them to interact with the devices, stuff like that. Okay, so unfortunately, neither of you guys got the extra points for matching their
Oh,
little
dang
blurb,
it.
but- Aw, dang it. Round 8. Follow your instincts. 30 seconds, starting now. All right, that's time.
I could go.
All right, who's ready to present? You're ready, Sean?
Uh-huh.
Your minute 30 seconds starts now.
In addition to spiritual stuff going on, there are two types of instincts you have. One of them has to do with the ghost, with the spiritual thing. The sixth sense is more viable when you're dealing with spiritual things. So just stay in tune with that. If you feel like the ghost is here, if you feel particularly cold, take that into account, especially if you're going further. Don't do anything you feel weird about or you feel like the ghost doesn't want you to do, because he may communicate with you, but he might not be communicating with you verbally. So just be very aware of any emotions or weird tingly feelings you have. The second type of instinct is physical. You know, this is just like regular feelings. If you feel like, hey, we shouldn't be doing this right now because I don't like have a snack or something. Those are basic, careful instincts. Like, hey, I don't have a backup. Maybe we should go back and get a backup flashlight. Or like the instinct to not split up. And if you feel like the ghost needs just have a friendly chat, just do what you need to do to make him comfortable.
Okay, sweet. Samuel.
Your instincts tell you what it's time for. They tell you how to be cautious of where you are in this. Don't pretend to be who you are not. It is always time to be yourself. So if you're not someone who wants to hunt ghosts, don't go on a ghost hunt. If the thing that you're uncomfortable about is the idea that you might see or hear a ghost and it goes against your religious or personal beliefs, don't do it. But while you're ghost hunting, as somebody who wants to do this, you are going to have the thrill. You're going to feel the thrill. Fear is good, but trust when the feeling that you're feeling is, no, wait, stop, right here. That sometimes there's something communicating with your instincts and you are in tune and you're listening because you're being yourself. It's time to stop at that moment. Suspect something. If you feel like there might be something around the corner and you have a strong feeling about that, there probably and definitely is.
Oh, that's gonna make me nightmares.
There was a time when we lived in a house that we were renting, we would see mice. And if you even thought like, oh, that's probably a shadow. No, actually, it's probably a mouse. It usually was.
Nice. All right, that's time. I don't know what that had to do with anything, but I did give you a point for that. So,
Like, since there are so many mice everywhere, you have like subconscious instincts that talk to the man upstairs up here. You don't want your CEO to fight with your employees.
all right, number 9. Say another prayer. 30 seconds, starting now. That is on time. Who's ready to talk about this first? Who's ready to talk about this first? Okay, Sean, your minute 30 seconds starts now.
As you're going along, this kind of goes with your instincts. You want to be constantly checking if you're connected to what you believe in. If you believe in God, you want to be constantly checking in that you're connected with him. You're asking with him for protection, or if you're sending out good vibes to the universe, you always want to be doing this. Small talk is important in prayer. You want to be like, hey, I just saw the ghost and I'm kind of freaked out. Like, is that okay? And then you get the good vibes that's like, yeah, that's fine. You're okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to continue just the constant line of communication between you and whatever this is. That helps you stay calm. That helps with your intuition. It might even help directly if the ghost is trying to attack you. Hopefully, it'll make it a more safe and memorable and enjoyable experience.
Okay, nice. I liked it. Samuel, your minute 30 seconds starts now.
I have checked myself, and myself I have crossed, for you have opened to us the path of the lost. You've given us strength to see unseen things, and led us to lead them to where they're going. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Well, Sean, you did forget that in round 5, I mentioned that I'd give extra points if you prepared a prayer.
Yeah, I did.
But the preparation was the entire round for him.
Step 9, say another prayer. Before you leave the haunted location, say another prayer. Thank the spirit world and ask that nothing and no one follows you home. You may also do a quick cleansing ritual to make sure nothing paranormal sticks to you or any member of your group. You can do smoke cleansing to cleanse any negative spirits or energy and welcome in positive spirits or energy.
I forgot that we're supposed to cover our path to go back home. I was kind of in the mindset of we're still there and we're still
same.
trying to help the ghost find their way back to, like, on their journey out of this world.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine that you guys didn't get a bonus point. Like, it really shows that we all have our unique perspectives and approaches.
That thing about the ghost like following you because you were too friendly or something, and like poltergeisting your room when you're trying to sleep, that's freaking scary.
That is my problem. I am way too friendly with the problematic customers, and so they spend more time sharing their problems with me and making more problems for me.
Oh no.
I need to be less friendly.
Samuel, now that you have an income, you should pick up therapy again. That would be really beneficial.
Then the therapist will follow you home. Say a prayer that the therapist won't follow you home.
Yeah, make sure to do a cleansing ritual so your therapist doesn't follow you home. Round 10. Leave the location as you found it. There's a final round, so make sure to do any closing points you want to do. 30 seconds, prepare now. All right, that's time. Who's ready first?
I'm ready. Many ghost hunters know this. Most do. People take a naive approach a lot of the time and go out of their way, extra doing it, extra performing, being extra polite, and just overwhelming. That's what many people do when they leave a ghost location. They know the rules, leave it as you found it, and they're like, well, I'm gonna leave it better than I found it. Don't do that. They do not appreciate that. Don't come up with fancy ways to make it better. Don't mow their grass. Don't spray perfume around there. You are invading someone else's territory. Be respectful. You are not the host. You are the guest. The ghost is the host. You are at the ghost's mercy.
Very good. Very solid.
Nice.
Sean, let's hear it.
I tied that back in the host one because we realized that's what host means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want to retrace your steps exactly. If you moved anything, put it back where it was. Don't run unless you're in mortal danger. Just, you entered calmly and respectfully, try to exit calmly and respectfully. When you get out, take a moment, take a breather, get in your truck or whatever, and just be like, hey, I did that. And then go, Our Father, who art in heaven.
This isn't the round for extra prayer points.
So that's when you want to get your extra prayer points. Make sure you took everything from that situation.
Don't manipulate the judge. You are not getting extra prayer points right now. I almost gave them to you because you almost inceptioned me.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is when you want to get your extra prayer points and realize that you did it. Put everything back in your head too. Be mental health happy because you were before this.
That's time. All right, Sean, you seem to be very unsettled. I don't think you're ready for this.
It's puzzled.
There, round 10, leave the location as you found it. Respect both the dead and the living. You can touch things, such as walls or tombstones, but don't move them or alter the location in any way. In addition to being disrespectful, messing with the scene can get you in trouble with the spirit realm. It may increase the chances of something following you home to return the favor.
Hang on, I love the idea of changing the location of the walls because it said you can touch
Don't
the
alter the
walls and
location.
tombstones, but don't alter the location.
No, it's like they might come back and return the favor. It's like, you know, it's terrifying when something even goes bump in the night. You're
Yeah.
going bump in their night, maybe.
Yeah,
You're just
Sean.
But I also didn't think about the fact that this might also refer to this is maybe private property, or maybe, like, this is a famous ghost spot, so don't mess with, what other tourists are going to want to see.
True.
For the respect of the living, I didn't think of.
Yeah. Neither of you got bonus points for that. As they drove away from the old mansion, the three friends felt a heavy silence settle in the car, each of them reflecting on the night's events. They had followed every step, from seeking permission to saying their prayers, and while they hadn't witnessed any undeniable apparitions, an unsettling feeling lingered. Puzzle glanced in the rearview mirror, half expecting to see something in the back seat, but only darkness stared back. Unaware that Sean had forgotten to ask the spirit not to follow him home, a shadow now quietly trailed behind them.
Oh, Shruck, it's the therapist! No!
I knew therapy would come back to haunt me.
Oh, that was a good outro, Michael.
Yeah, no, ChatGPT wrote the intro and the outro. I wanted something fun, but I'm not going to take credit. All right, are you guys ready to hear the point tally?
Yeah.
I was doing my lightning round method where I listened to you and I just hit the number 1 and spacebar every time I thought you made a good point. So just like, point. You got 2 points if you were the first one to start the round. So you guys kind of alternated, but Samuel got 2 in a row. Rounds 6 and 7 he went first, and rounds 8 and 9 Sean got first. But basically if you went first, you got an extra 2 points. You get 5 points if you have a well-defined point structure or achievement system. You guys never did that. Sean did that in the first 2 rounds, but that's it.
Yikes.
So he had a point lead at the beginning of the game, but then kind of lost as went on. As I mentioned, the prayer rounds, you got an extra 5 points if you had a written prayer. And you got, as I mentioned before, 3 points if you matched the article that I was reading. In total, Samuel got 76 points, and Sean got 52 points. Ooh. Samuel is this episode's winner. He is the one ready to go on a ghost hunt.
Ouch!
Oh, no. I just hoped it would mean I could host the next less spooky episode.
No, you can host the next episode as well. Thank you guys for watching along with us. Hopefully you were taking notes and are preparing for your own journey. As I said before, watch the mail. You will be receiving something very soon. Follow Sean on 10 Tiny Potatoes. Follow Samuel at Moser Meadows Records on YouTube and Samuel Claus Tuner on Instagram. Follow me at PuzzleMTM everywhere. And of course, make sure to follow Gamify This wherever you listen to podcasts. Tune in next time as Samuel hosts. And as we always say at the end of these episodes, game over.